What is up, guys? Heath with Lake Champlain Sanitation here, bringing you a video on employees. If you've been liking the page so far, I gotta say, shout out, big thanks. We're at like 40 something subscribers right now. Only been doing this a month. That's awesome to me. I know it's not a big number, but it means a lot to me that people are subscribing to the page. And I've actually had a couple people reach out to me from out of state for advice on the dumpster and the garbage business for a small one-man show. Yeah, it's been really cool. So I appreciate that. I just want to give a shout out to that. So yeah, if you like the page, it'd be awesome if you hit these notification bells, subscribe. Still new to the YouTube thing. I'm no editor. I'm not good at making these videos. You're not going to see a fancy intro or any of that. I'm just going to give you the facts and basically what's going on in my garbage/dumpster rental business. So before we get into the wonderful employee talk and what happened to me over the last week, I just want to show you guys, I got a whole new load of carts in. I use 96-gallon carts from Cascade Engineering out of Michigan. Saw them a couple years ago, thought they were pretty cool. They were a little pricey, but I've been using them now for a while. I think I have over 300 of these out. Some of my customers don't have carts, but a lot of them do now. And I must say they've held up really well to the North Country winter. So yeah, shout out to Cascade Carts for giving me the hookup on that. So should you guys have employees? That's the big question. Myself personally, I tried it for about a month and a half. Didn't work out that great. That also could have been because I wasn't mentally ready for it. I will tell you one thing, in the dumpster and garbage business, when you hire an employee, most likely 99% of the time, they're going to be a driver. Unless, you hire a receptionist first and you're the driver, or you hire just a mechanic. That's basically what you're going to be dealing with, is going to be a driver of the equipment that you worked hard and your little empire that you built. They're going to be the face of that business. Now, why I only had an employee for the month and a half was because it just wasn't working out to where they were respecting the equipment, first of all, and providing the level of customer service that I wanted to provide to my customers, where I have my name on the carts you just saw and on the trucks that we drive around. I don't want to get a bad name because an employee wasn't up to par with what we had going on. So my fiance and I talked about it, and I'm very comfortable and very busy as a one-man show doing what I'm doing. And I think we're about a year, maybe two away from an employee, where at that point, I'm going to have hopefully enough saved away where I have a full employee's yearly salary saved away, guys. I don't believe in credit lines. I haven't had to use one yet. Yes, I've financed a truck. Sure, some people use credit lines. It's all the only way they can do it. But I haven't needed to use one yet, and I'm going to try to keep it that way. Now, even though I did fire/let go my first employee, I did keep my workers' comp policy, not only for myself, but also for the fact that if I do get into a pinch, yes, it's expensive every month. In the waste management industry, it's thousands of dollars a year for one person. Not really sure how that varies in other businesses because I've never ran one. But I will say it's expensive, but it's great to have. That way, if a family member of mine, if something happens to me, a family member of mine can step in, or a friend can step in, even if it's only for a month, and they can be covered under comp just by adding their information through my accountant. So I will say keeping that on, if you can afford it when you're on your own, is definitely a good option to do. Now, when it comes to work you can get done, was I getting a little bit of more work done with the employee? Yes. Was I going back after him at 7 o'clock at night and having to go back to customers' houses with my personal truck to get 1 or 2 stops a day? Yes. Was that a lack of training? I don't think so. I think it was just a lack of, the employee was not 100% happy with what he was doing for a job. I mean, it is picking up trash, guys. It's not exciting, okay? And it definitely stinks in the middle of July. I don't care where you live in the country, it smells. So you say, what could he have done that's that bad, right? Well, in week 1 on his own, he broke the roll-off trailer, forgot 10 customers out of only 400 and something, so it looked pretty bad on my business. So yeah, it just wasn't working out for me, guys. Now, that being said, as a one-man show, you can make a very good living in the garbage industry. Since I've started this, I've talked to 2 guys in particular that are also one-man bands with around the same customer base. One doesn't have roll-offs. One has roll-offs and fewer customers residentially that he picks up weekly. And they're both happy with life, and it's pretty stress-free. I mean, if you're safe driving and you keep up on your permits that you need and your insurances that you need, you're really just going around and picking up the garbage, or you're going and picking up roll-offs. Now, don't get me wrong, you are married per se to the residential. And that's something where an employee could give you freedom to go take a vacation if you really want one, or if you have kids and you have to get them on the bus in the morning, because most times in the garbage industry, you're done by, say, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, unless you're going to deliver a dumpster after hours, especially up here in New York, because our local landfill closes at 3. So where are we going to go from here? I'm pretty maxed out on residential accounts right now. My fiance does work full time, and this has me going. I do residential 3 days a week, and I leave my Mondays and Fridays open for either dumpster drop-offs or pickups. Basically gives me room to drop 5 off on Monday if they're close, let the customers have them for the week, pick them back up again on Friday, dump them all, and bring them out again. Now that's a busy week. 10 roll-off dumpsters and 420, we'll say, residentials. That's a lot of accounts and a lot of business to do in a week completely by yourself. So I don't recommend it unless they're close together, but it is possible. We've done it before. So yeah, guys, we're going to stay at the size we are. I want to bring you these videos. I want to, hopefully be able to have every customer of ours have a cart by January, and keep the customer base tight and just become a lot more efficient. And we do have some big news about a truck that I ordered, but I'm going to do a separate video on that when it comes in, and keep it under wraps until the body comes in and all that good stuff, because that's a few months away. So yeah, guys, so employees, it didn't work out great for me right now. In the future, I'm going to need to have them if I want to get any bigger. But I will say, for a one-man show, you can definitely make a good living in the garbage and dumpster industry if you're smart, efficient, and willing to work hard. So if you guys like the channel, like this video and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we're going to be coming back to you once a week. Thanks, guys.